to change the plan slightly because of the rain we've had over the weekend. And I think that was part of the reason they've moved them around a little bit, but it's worked extremely well.
No, it has, and at any point you're walking between A and B, you'll find some on the infield, more on the outfield. As a result, some coming out onto the start finish straight to turn left, some turning right to go onto the infield. But do take a look at them, and the people who brought them here are so friendly, and they've all got their own little party scene around their encampments, their various encampments. But I think it's been a real thrill. With that figure you said, Ben, over 1,000 people applied to bring their type 2s here. You can be sure that will probably spur other events now they know there's so many people that want to bring these out.
Yeah, no, it's lovely. It's really good news, and so lovely to see the mixture of machinery that we've got here. Such great history, and then going up into those late 1960s when they were such a big part of people's family life and being able to travel, but also the working version, as you say, which had to work very, very hard in period, and there really aren't so many now. As our friend was saying, yes, when you're running one of those, not being able to hear the engine was always a bit tricky, but not knowing what the revs were. But for most people, it is very definitely easy to hear the motor. I was gathering that sometimes you can't even put the radio on, really, because in some of the camper vans it's pretty noisy in there when you're doing a reasonable speed. But that's just part and parcel of it, all part of the fun.
That's rather a lovely message on the back, certainly when you get stuck behind one. They're not the quickest things, but everything's faster, nothing's cooler. Yeah, just sort of there on that.
All of these people and how much it has mattered to them to be able to show here at Goodwood. And on this final run, I do hope they've had a good time and can enjoy the rest of the day when we get into slightly different action coming up onto the circuit. We will be getting into some racing very soon now, and the weather in good shape at this stage. Got a pretty much dry track, and we're looking forward to the Chichester Cup coming up, and Bruce, you'll be taking us through that. And then we've got the Sussex Trophy, the Setchington Cup. Harry Benson's going to be doing that once again with you, and that's of course the young kids having their little pedal play.
Yeah, just talking through those first three events following on from the Type 2s. We start with tiny little Formula Juniors, we go to big sports cars from the late 1950s, and then to pedal cars. This is Goodwood.
It's a great mix, isn't it? What a wonderful mix. That really is something to look forward to. And there's plenty more to look forward to as well. Let's have a little look at the highlights then of the VW Type 2 camper van getting out onto the track for this final time. And we had the blast there, these guns from World War II, which are always a part of the show here at Goodwood as well. And so many people out enjoying the display, and look at the liveries on all the different VW camper vans as well. You never see anything that's too identical. Some of them are quite low, the sections quite low, and quite high, some with raised sections as well.
That's the turbo one.
Have a celebration.
Well, one of the celebrations this year's revival is the Summer of Love, and people very much echo that with a lot of these vans. But we've had the camper vans, we have the pickups, we have the ones with the raised roof. But it was fun all round. Didn't matter what colour, what state of repair, but this is a hugely popular display, the Type 2.
Yeah, wonderful to see. And do hope you've enjoyed this start of the final day at the Goodwood Revival.